Good morning, Indonesia. Welcome back to Formasi News with me, Khalil. Our first news is about a new virus that is similar to COVID-19. Group of viruses found in pigs have hallmarks of being next COVID-19 pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, reports the agency is taking action to prepare against a group of swine flu viruses that have the potential to cause the next pandemic. The CDC cites a recent study which found a group of viruses known as G4 Eurasian avian-like H1N1 viruses have been spreading in pigs in China since 2016. The study found the viruses have the hallmarks of causing infection in people and, like the current COVID-19 pandemic, have the ability to grow in human lung cells and be spread by respiratory droplets. Another similarity to the current pandemic is the number of people who could have been infected without being aware of it. And recent reports estimated the number of COVID-19 cases in the US could be 10 times higher than previously thought. The G4 virus examined in the study found while only 3 previous infections have been reported, blood samples from swine workers in China found 10% of them had evidence of a prior G4 infection. These viruses are different according to the CDC since they all have a mix of genes from influenza virus found in humans, birds, and pigs. The CDC believes these G4 viruses from 2 or more influenza viruses infecting a host and then exchanging genetic materials, which leads to a new influenza virus. Pigs are at the center of the research because they are susceptible to flu virus found in not only in other pigs, but birds and also humans. Such mixture of viruses is what caused the swine flu pandemic in 2009. The CDC reports they are working with health partners in China to obtain a virus sample, assessing the risk of the virus and evaluating candidate vaccines. The agency adds people would lack immunity from G4 viruses, and current flu vaccines would be unlikely to provide protection or prevent onward human-to-human transmission. After this, we're going to have a weather forecast of the United States. Good morning, viewers. I would like to inform you about the weather situation in the United States of America. As you can see behind me, the weather situation is generally partly cloudy, with some points it's going to have a rain. Firstly, let's start off at the West Coast. We have Seattle and Portland both having a rainy weather, with the lowest temperature is in Portland, Oregon at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you're living in this area, we suggest you to warm up with your blankets or your jacket because it's going to be a chilly night. Going down, we have San Francisco with a drizzle at 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you're living in San Francisco, don't worry because it is a little bit hotter than Seattle or Portland, so you can adjust accordingly. Up next, we have Los Angeles, Phoenix, Albuquerque, Denver, Salt Lake City, and Billings. All of them having partly cloudy, with the hottest is in Phoenix at 72 degrees Fahrenheit and the lowest at 45 degrees Fahrenheit in Salt Lake City. Now, if you're living in this area, this is the perfect time for you to start your work from home routine because it's indoors and it's not too hot and it's not too cold. Up next, in the middle parts of the United States, we have Minneapolis, Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, Dallas, and also Houston. Now, in this area, all of them are partly cloudy, with the cloudiest is in Atlanta, and with the lowest temperature is in Minneapolis with 39 degrees Fahrenheit, and the hottest is in Houston at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you're living in this area, we suggest you to do the same as the West Coast because this is the perfect time for you to start your work from home routine because it is not too hot and it's not too cold. Up next, we have in the East Coast, firstly, we have Miami at 78 degrees Fahrenheit with also partly cloudy. Now, bear in mind, this is the hottest spot in the United States, so we suggest you, if you're going outside, to always wear a mask and don't forget your sunscreen. Up next, we have Charlotte with the 58 degrees Fahrenheit temperature with a partly cloudy weather. Now, if you're living in this situation, it's also the same. This is the perfect weather for you to start your work from home routine. Up next, we have DC, New York, and also Portland, Maine. All of them is going to have a rain, with the heaviest is in New York, with the lowest temperature is in Portland at 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and the hottest is in DC at 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you're living in this area, don't forget to bring your umbrella and your raincoat and also your mask so they always be safe and don't get wet. Well, that is all for the weather forecast in the United States, but also don't forget to follow your safety protocols in your state area. Well, that is all the news and forecast for today. And if you want to see more, go to www.formacynews.com. Stay safe, stay strong, and have a good day.